Okay, is this working? Is this working? That's what we're doing? Yes, so we're recording. Okay, so this is stuff you don't need to see, but super important that you guys organize this the way I want it organized. Okay, so what that means is you put in here, you see, you put in your SD card and you move your, you take the SD card that you have your video on, often in the DCIM folder under your Canon camera, right? You find your movie folders. This is all JPEGs, but you have movie clips like up here. You drag them into a folder you have put on the desktop. This is Sally and Kit by Alex Archer. So you will have dragged them over here. You'll do the same with the zoom, right? Locate the zoom. That's where we run into problems. So therefore you need to, very important, you need to make sure you locate the folder if you're doing sound, right? So you have them over here and you can watch a file, you can look at it, right? And that's why we use this clapper, so you can hear rolling. So you can identify visually, but you can also listen, right?
Camera rolling.
Rolling.
Scene 1, shot A, take 4.
Okay, scene 1, shot A, take 4. Scene 1, A, take 4. Okay, boom, there you have it. Now I happen to know this one is, I would check it if I was you, but I'd already checked it. Scene 1, A, take 5. Okay, there we go, 4 and 5. And then I'll go into the zoom, listen to the zoom.
Rolling. Scene 1, shot A, take 4.
Okay, so I know that is also scene 1, A, take 4. Okay, put a dot after that if I want. You always want to make sure you're using the same system in terms of naming it, so that they'll show up in order, right? That'll get messed up if you're not doing that. So this is scene 1A, take 5. Okay, so there I have my, and that's sort of good enough, right? I mean, you can make some adjustments, but that's pretty good. I want the scenes, right? The shot and the takes, okay? And then when we go down to Premiere and we bring it into Premiere, right? I've opened up Premiere. I'm going to import something, and I'm going to go import this this folder, right? So I'm going to import the folder. It will come in, and this is the way things will be listed, right? So that's actually pretty cool. And then the first thing I'll do is I will make one more bin, and I will make it just scene 1, right? And I'll put scene 1 in here. And then, so I have scene 1. And here's my audio and my video. Now you could do audio, video. You don't necessarily have to, right? And now we get into the situation where we need to sync things up, right? So the way we sync things is we click on the video. The video will come up in a window, not the program window. It'll come up here in the source window, right? And you play it.
Camera rolling.
Roll sound.
Rolling.
Scene 1, shot A, take 4.
Okay, now watch the monitor there where it hits, right? And I'm gonna put, so you play it, and you can go using the arrows. There we hear it, right? So I'm gonna hit the letter M, which is gonna put a mark there, right? Okay, so that's marked, and then I'm gonna go into the sound, take 4, and look for that mark. I can almost see it, right? There it is.
Rolling. Scene 1, shot A, take 4.
Okay, go back, see where it hits on the monitor. Sometimes you're not exactly sure. It's either one or the other, right? That frame or that frame. You can try it, and then you can adjust it when you get into the sync more clearly. Now, we have an issue here that we need to take care of. This is coming in mono, which often happens. So you're going to right-click this. You're going to go to Modify, Audio Channels, and you're going to say, instead of stereo, you're going to say mono and 2 channels. You need to do this for all of these clips. You say OK. Okay. Now it will come in stereo, not right now, but when you bring it into the timeline. So let's go back here and put a marker. Let's use that one. Hit that M for marker. Okay, very good. Now, we're going to, what you need to do is go to a window, and you want your progress window to come up. We don't want it there, but so I'm going to go back to editing, workspaces, editing, boom. Okay, so now we have that source window. We can get rid of that. We're going to come down here and start a new sequence. There's sequence. So we have a new sequence. We shot with a DSLR, right? So we're going to look around. Where is that? Digital SLR. We shot 1080 and we shot 24 frames. Let's say yes to that. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our Take 4 video down onto the timeline, and we're going to bring our Take 4 audio down to the timeline. Okay, we're going to get rid of this. I like these panels. I like to, up here, you can unlock them. I like to unlock them. I can move them around wherever I want. I often minimize them. So now I'm just going to show you how to sync. You're going to hit the Z button, zoom in here, and there are our markers, right? You can see the markers we have, and you hit you hit Control and move. So you move these. Ooh, don't do that. You're going to put the playhead there, right? And then this is a snapping tool. I like to undo the snapping tool so you can move these around easier, and move this over. Well, and the snapping tool can be useful in this situation because you're hitting a snap mark, right? So if you hit snap, it'll sort of go to there. Come on. Okay, well, I don't know why this mouse is kind of funky, but anyway, we're gonna get it there. Eesh. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Come on, people, you can do it. I've never had this problem before, ever in my entire life. Okay, the other thing is you can sort of shift things by hitting Command Shift. So it's one frame, so that's our issue. So I think what I'm seeing is you can see in here, right? You can see the issue that we're off a little bit. So the marks are off a little bit. So I'm going to hit Command Shift over, and that looks pretty close, right? That doesn't look too bad. So let's see. Where's our picture? Window, workspace, editing, assembly. Okay, so come over here and let's see how it sounds as we go forward.
Action.
Okay, so that sounds like it's in sync. Okay, so the quality of that is beside the point. But here you've learned how to sync these together, right? You use the markers, right? And then you can use your visuals. And then you put it all together and you hit Command L so they're all linked together. Actually, they were linked so you want to link them or group them together. group them together. So if you hit it, it all stays together, right? Sometimes you will end up getting rid of this camera sound. The audio we have is pretty low, but it is coming in stereo, which is good. But yeah, it's pretty low in terms of the volume, right? Okay, so there's that. So our program, that's our timeline, that's showing what's there. I'm going to put that away. I want to get back to the window, to our project file, and here we have, because this is sort of the main thing, right? You want to make sure you name things correctly and organize correctly. You're going to be marked on this. It's super important. And then you learn how to sync, okay? So this video is about organizing your timeline and syncing. Okay, very good. I know I went kind of fast and kind of crazy, but if you slow down and watch it, it's pretty clear, I think. Okay.